In this section, we are going to look at a slightly non-trivial example of JSX and try to make few more comparisons with React.createElement. Okay, if I have to render an unordered list of items, let's just say I want to render a list of fruits by names apple, mango, orange, etc. This is how we would do it in HTML. I'm going to paste some pre-written code over here. Okay, inside my HTML docs body tag, I'll create an UL tag. Inside it contains several li tags, which in turn contains the fruit names. And guess how we can do it using JSX? It's exactly the same. All we need to do in our React code is just to assign the same snippet of JSX code to our app variable. And our list of fruits will be rendered onto the UI through our render method, which takes app element in its argument. Okay, let's try to write the JSX code to show the unordered list of some fruit names on the UI. Let's comment out our app variable over here because we are going to define a new one. So I'm going to define my app variable over here. And this time it will contain an unordered list of fruit names in JSX. So I'm going to define a new UL tag. Inside it will contain multiple li tags. Let's say 3, and let's give the fruit names to be apple and the other fruit name to be strawberry, and let's say our third and final fruit name to be orange. Okay, let's save it and head over to our browser, and there we go. We got our list of fruits rendered onto the web page. To see the real-time transpilation of our JSX code to create element calls, let's open the URL babel.js.io. Babel is a next-generation JavaScript compiler which transpiles or converts our future JavaScript code to the code which our browser can understand. Let's click on the Try It Out tab over here. It will open a 2-column Babel.js editor. On the left-hand side, we can write the code which we intended to, and on the right-hand side, it will display the transpiled or the converted code. Make sure React preset is checked over here with a blue check mark. Now I'm going to copy our JSX code that displayed the unordered list of fruits and paste it over here in the left column of our editor. And on the right-hand side, we can get to see the code that's been transpiled from JSX to React.createElement calls. Both are actually identical. And this is the same code which our Babel transpiler converts our JSX code to inside our project before sending it to the browser. And I want you to see, without JSX, this is how we should write to display an unordered list of fruits. It's a lot more noisy, right? Okay, we have already seen that first argument of our React.createElement is of the type of the element that we want to create, which is in our case UL. And we didn't specify any attributes inside it, so null is passed as our second argument. Inside UL tag, we specified 3 li children, which are again React elements. So as our next arguments, 3 React elements of type li are created using createElement calls with appropriate arguments. Like children are content of our first li element is apple, second li element is strawberry, and for the third it is orange. Okay, one more thing we can notice from here is React.createElement can accept 0 or more children inside it. It can be 0, 1 or as many as we want. The more formal and descriptive structure for createElement method would be, let's put it on our atom editor. I'm going to write over here React.createElement, and the first argument it expects would be of type of the element that we want to create, and the second argument would be attributes or properties that we want to pass to it, and the next consecutive arguments would be of children. We can pass as many as children we want to, like child 1, child 2, child 3, and so on. There's no limit to the number of children we pass to it. And the same thing in a much shorter way, we can write it as like this. ... children. Both these lines are identical. Okay. We can clearly see that as we have more and more deeply nested React elements over here, it becomes quite annoying and cumbersome to write createElement every time and pass children to it. Also, as we have more and more children inside createElement, it becomes quite difficult not only to write but also to read, understand and maintain the code. This is exactly where JSX comes more than handy. We can express the same code in much more concise, cleaner and familiar HTML-like syntax using JSX. Even though the syntax and tags of JSX looks quite similar to HTML, there are some notable differences between them. One of them mainly is it comes with full power of JavaScript, so that we can write any JavaScript expression inside our JSX code. We'll see more on JSX as we progress through this course. Okay, so far we haven't discussed anything about React components, which are the building blocks of our React application. In the next section, we'll try to understand what components are and how to create them. Alright, let's keep going.